Hello guys and welcome to the next episode of the career mode part 7 I think it is. This time we're heading to Monaco, so our first street circuit experience, as Baku was quite short. We did have there on lap 1, so this will be quite interesting. Let's see how it goes, but first of all we are actually doing a new upgrade for our powertrain. A new big upgrade costs us 1000 resource points, will be ready in France I think, so this will be quite nice, and we also have some resource points left that we will spend later on. But now let's get then straight into practice. Here we are then in practice, of course doing first of all the track acclimatization program, driving Monaco for the first time here in this game. No, I drove it once I think in multiplayer, but first time driving it here in the career mode in general, in offline racing. So let's see how that goes, how we continue. And as you can see right now, I changed the perspective. We're driving now on the TV camera as we're now starting in our race strategy program. I started to do that because I felt like that this is the way where I'm feeling faster on, and now we actually end P1 there, practice 1. I did quite some lap times, 19 I think, so really a lot. Finish at the end in a decent P14, which I think is quite decent for practice 1. Normally your pace is developing over the course of a weekend. Practice 1 is always my baddest, so my worst, so I'm quite happy. Starting then off with the middle part of practice 2, currently doing the qualifying pace program. I wanted to do once again a couple of laps here, once again around 15 to 20 laps, but I decided to do that not because in 10 minutes it should be raining, so I decided to do all the practice programs and then go on to qualifying. We finish off the qualifying pace program and we actually go on to P1. So this is really nice, and look at this, at the end of practice 2 we are actually in first place. It is quite close to Leclerc, not even half a tenth, but we are for the first time on an official session in P1. It's really good for then the qualifying.
Welcome to Monaco for today's Formula 1 qualifying.
Checks complete. All personnel be aware, we have a car leaving.
I just absolutely love the shots they're doing here around Monaco. It looks absolutely amazing, and also when they start the engine, that sounds really nice. Starting off then the first lap here at qualifying. Once again, not gonna show you the whole lap, we will do that on my best run, so this wasn't my best run. This run, as we finish it off then now, was actually quite bad, doing only a 12.6 I think, so really disappointing run there. And then actually I did another run, but I had no ERS left, so I needed to go into medium, and then actually had a little bit of front wing damage here heading into the last sector, still up by a little bit, and then just decided there to go into the pits. I thought would not be worth it to finish that lap, because I could have improved, can improve anyway quite a lot. Heading then to the end of qualifying, starting off my lap then, the last lap we will be able to do 1 minute 30 before the end of the session. First turn, Sandevort, quite decent, but then on the exit lost quite some time actually into red, so we even lost some time to the time before, which was quite bad. Heading then into casino section, gained some time there, so first sector is still green, quite good. Paris is now right in front of us as we go to Mirabeau. And I'll head through the very slow hairpin here. We're right behind Paris, so we are losing a little bit of time. I'm not sure how much, but we do lose some time as we then go through turn 8 and now onto the tunnel section. We can go through quite easily. We are up by quite a bit, but still that did cost us quite some time. Heading then into the Novo chicane, not locking up, this is quite good. You can gain a lot of time here as well. And then into Tabak. I really like this section, Tabak. Into this left right here, and then throwing the car into this right left here, very nice, into swimming pool. I really like that section. Heading then into Rascast, we are now right behind Norris, so once again we're getting held up a little bit on the DRS line. Maybe now we can gain a little bit of time, and we come across the line for a 1 minute 11 P6, and we are actually moving up into P7. Let's see where we are at the end. It is P8, so really good lap there. I think at the end I could have been into P7 without Paris and Norris, but I mean, I'm still very happy about that lap. It was a good lap, and we are starting for the first time in the top 10, so really good result, and I'm really looking forward to the race.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars climb around 40 metres up through Beau Rivage, onto the casino, and then descending down towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners here, 7 to the left and 11 to the right. There's one single DRS zone as well, so don't expect that to make overtaking any easier today. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Gasly, Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel and Leclerc, Magnussen, Cooper, Hulkenberg and Daniel Ricciardo, Grosjean, Perez, Lucas Faber and Butler, Albon, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi and George Russell, Kubica and Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid.
Here we go then, Lando won't have a good race starting so far down the order, but we need to do that then for the team. For the race strategy we will go for a one-stop, super soft on the medium tires. It is a quite aggressive one, but I'm not sure. I don't know if you can make it. We will see that. You don't need that much fuel in Monaco, as I'm not really driving rich anyway, and we need to save a little bit of tires, so we can make that up then with driving with less fuel. But then let's go here to the race, starting in P8. Can we get a good start? 5 red lights, and away we go. Very long red lights, and we get a good getaway. But can we actually do something here? Hülkenberg's now alongside us. Can we defend against him into Sunday watch? We have the outside line. We can accelerate it a little bit earlier. It looks like we can hold that position for now, but we go side by side through up the hill and now into the casino section. We have the inside line. Can we hold it now? Yes, we can. And we start the race here with still maintaining in that position 8. Grosjean actually makes up quite a bit of positions, moving up into P9. So good start from him, and heading now into the slow hairpin. We brake a little bit earlier than normal, as we don't know where the other cars will brake. But at the moment it looks quite good. Let's see then if we can hold on to that position 8, and if we maybe can attack Magnussen. Finishing off then the first lap, gap to Grosjean is already quite large, so let's see if we can really then focus on getting Magnussen, overtaking him, and then focus on getting even higher. Coming then onto the middle part of lap 5 through my favorite part of the track. It actually took us quite a while to really attack, or be able to attack Magnussen, but now we were really close to him as we head through the swimming pool section, but not close enough to quite overtake him into Raskas. With the RS, it will be quite hard to overtake him, as our car has quite some bad straight line speed, especially because I'm driving 911. And now coming to lap 7. Once again, we are very close to Magnussen, not quite able to attack him here. So this is really disappointing, as we lose quite some time. But now it actually goes into the pits, so this gives us the opportunity to then move on and push further. Verstappen goes into the pits as well, so we move up to P6, and then coming on to the end of lap 9, so 1 lap before we go into the pits. All the other cars went into the pits as well, so we actually move up into P1 here for a short period. And then we obviously wanted to go into the pits here at the end of the lap. And now coming to the middle part, you can see the tires are quite screwed up as we then head here through Tabak. Tabak was quite difficult to drive with these tires. I really need to drive quite slow, and I lost quite some time, and especially that lap felt very slow. So I did drive a little bit too aggressive in my eyes. on that first stint. Let's see if we can do it better. On the second stint, we coming now out into P16, right behind the large group of cars. I don't know, felt like everyone was involved there. So let's see if we can catch up to them, which we did. Coming to the middle part of lap 13, we are now right behind PA Gasly, who is in P15. So let's see if we can overtake these guys actually. Right behind Gasly, we actually go for a move here into rest cars. It was very, very close to touching Gasly on the wall here, but we managed to pick up that position quite nicely, and we move up into P15, our first overtake here in Monaco. And another good overtaking spot isn't really happen here. If there's such a group of cars, we go for a move here down the inside here of Magnussen, and we can make this move stick as well. Moving up into P14, so we're slowly but surely getting a couple of positions more. One lap later, we once again go down the inside here. Once again, was quite close to Sebastian here, but we managed to pick up that position as well, and we move up into P13. Looks good here at the moment, picking up quite a few positions. And now coming to the end of lap 15, we're right behind Charles Leclerc, looking for a move once again here down the inside into rest cars. It is quite close here. Overtaking is quite difficult into here, and actually a couple of cars going into the pits. My teammate goes into the pits as well. I'm now right behind, right in front of us, and we move up into P9. And now one lap later, once again right behind Hamilton, once again going for a move here. It is once again very close, but we once again can make the move stick, and we move up into P8, so really making up a lot of positions into especially rest cars. Once again, one lap later, we are now right behind Bottas, looking for a move once again. This time it might be a little bit more difficult, but the AI really want me to pass here. I feel like they're giving up instantly. But now coming to the end of lap 18, once again right behind Russell, looking for a move, but this time Russell closes the door. We can't overtake him, as this time no car is right in front of him, but we then want to make a move here into turn 1. Russell goes compromised into that turn, and we get a very nice exit here out of Sandevot. Up the hill we go side by side, heading then into turn number 3. Russell somewhere inside, but now we have the inside line for Casino, and we can make the move stick and move up into P5. Lap 19 now, end of lap 19, we're right behind Alex Albon. This time we actually maybe do a move into lap to turn 1. A little bit of sliding there, we leave him enough space so not crashing, but we managed to pick up that position, and we're starting to have a problem with gearing. We lost one gear. Gear 5 it is right now. We go down the inside here once again, and this was a very nasty dive bomb here. We move up into P2 as Grosjean goes into the pits, but yeah, as I said, we lost one of the gears, and now we are heading into the tunnel section. We once again have the gear back, but this happened throughout the
Lost one of the gears. The transmission is significantly damaged. We're down a gear.
yeah, as you heard there, once again another gear failure, and this really compromised me and my pace. Mostly, I think always gear 4 or 5, but it really compromised me. Really need to look out to not crash or something with losing some gears. Really compromised my pace. Really lacked pace. I then also saved some fuel, saved tires, etc. Coming then onto lap 29. Actually, Weber was catching me, so that's just tells you how bad my pace actually was. But I had no need, since Weber was still away 2 seconds, and I had the gap like around 2 seconds. But coming now onto lap 35, we have now Lewis Hamilton right behind us. Let's see what the gap is. It's 5.6 seconds, so let's see how much time Hamilton actually gains, and if we need to push here. Let's see, at the end of start of lap 36, gap is 3.7, so we really need to push. Nearly gained 2 seconds there, and that would mean that we would get under danger. But starting then in the last lap, we did start to push quite hard. Hamilton still catched us, and now we're heading into the last lap, and once again we will go onboard for this entirety of the lap. My tires are quite screwed up once again. I did save them quite good, but I didn't need to push then for the last laps, and Hamilton is now really behind me. It's really close between us, but normally we still should be able to defend against him if he's not doing a dive bomb or something, because there's no real big opportunity for him left. Maybe here after this right hand of the tunnel section could be an opportunity, as Max Verstappen wins the race here. but actually Hamilton is too far away to actually attack us there, so we are clear here as well, and that should mean that we win the race, that we get P2. Anyways, as we then head into the last part of the lap, starting off the last sector here, really no opportunity for Hamilton to overtake us into rest cars now, and then heading once again to the straight here, going through the last turn, and now it is obvious. We go through the line, and we actually get our first podium and a very decent P2. It was one hell of a race. It was insanely exhausting driving here in Monaco. We finished P2, so it was fucking worth it. Very nice drive. Just hold on to that P2. And then Norris finishing off in a quite good P13. He was at some point P4 or something. It's a really good race from him as well. We obviously had quite some luck that all the cars from the front, Ferrari, Mercedes and Red Bull, got showed up quite massively. I guess he, for example, only finished P12, but still that is a very good result. I didn't expect it to happen. I thought it would be a good race, but that good, didn't thought that. Managed to then go up into P7, so best of the rest in the drivers' standings after that good result, overtaking Paris, having quite a margin over him, 13 points. So let's see if we can hold that position 7. Constructors were still in P5, but very close to Racing Point. They're only 5 points behind them. But before we end this episode, we'll once again do a couple of new upgrades for the upcoming races. First of all, will be a durability upgrade for our MGUH. This one will be ready in Canada. A big upgrade for our chassis department. This one will be ready in Austria, so in 2 races. And also a small upgrade for our aerodynamics already. Quite some upgrades. We also have obviously a big one for powertrain as well. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Just short information. I think I said it in the beginning. I wanted to hire the AI difficulty for this race, but I forgot it. I will do it then for Canada. We were driving on 105, and I'm not certain if I want to go for 107 or 8. I will decide that later on. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Best result thus far. Really pleased with that. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, let's go. I'ma make a couple stacks, do exactly what I want to. Mix a couple tracks, get a lady that I'm drawn to. Turn up to the max, get me faded till I'm gone, dude. I do what I want, couldn't stop me if you wanted to. I just work hard, yeah, harder than the rest. Some people say I'm lucky, others saying that I'm blessed. But I keep my head down, cause I crave progress. You ain't never gonna stop me, cause it's my conquest. And I'm never gonna rest, yeah. And y'all don't know that I'm a soldier. I always felt like I'm alone, yeah. When everybody thinks they know, yeah. And y'all don't even know I own, yeah. And now I'm ready taking over, cause every day I'm getting closer. Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up. Grow up. I keep working to the point I throw up. to know ya. I'm impatient, I don't ever slow up. I stay young, no, I never grow up. I keep working to the point I throw up. And if you cross me, it was good to know ya. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not the type to take no for an answer. I don't deal with people that are like a cancer. No, instead I hang with the people that enhance ya. And I'm not the type to give out second chances. I just wanna work.